You will sleep better than you have ever slept. You've never been this relaxed. Are you ready to change your life? I'm Rusty Diamond, certified hypnotist. You don't need to leave your house. You can stay in your bed. You can stay in your favorite chair. You just need a computer or your phone. You can get a hold of me. Stay at home. I'll make your life better.
Hypnosisisgreat.com.
It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker. It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.
Yo, man. Bulbous Rusty, what is up? Episode 5 fucking 100. What is up? 10 years later, 500 episodes. Welcome to the Public Access Podcast. The pub podcast, or now that we're in Pennsylvania, out of Intercourse, Pennsylvania, the podcast. Podcast. Da, 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 da. Yeah, podcast. Yeah, podcast. Oh man, that's gonna be the new song. Uh, podcast. God damn it! All right, you guys, I'm gonna bring on a special guest for 500 because I co-host on another show with this guy on the Thinking Man's Pro Wrestling podcast. And that special guest right here is right here and right now. And that special guest right here and right now is G. Yeah, that's me.
Hey, what's going
What's
on, man?
oh dude, man, I just came up with I changed my the name of everything, man. Everything just happened. I started saying pop 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 podcast to the tune of La Bamba,
Oh,
and
that'll work.
podcast podcast.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
dude.
raise my phone here without breaking it. There we go.
Ooh, you got a what? You have a little thing to put it on?
Yeah, it's this like little tower with or little stand with a stick that goes up and down on it.
Okay. Like, did you make it?
No, we got them a few years ago. Erica's got one and I got one, and they come in pretty handy. I use it a lot. That's where my phone goes when I sit down at the desk.
So, I mean, you could make one. You could make one. You could probably design one that would be better.
Possibly, I don't know. I'm sure they have them though.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of things. So, and there's this other guy. He has like a TikTok channel. It's called Unnecessary Inventions, and like, dude, he makes all these things with a 3D printer, just like stupid fucking shit, man.
I've
He
done a
has
few of those stupid things.
what's up?
So I've done a few of the stupid things.
Oh yeah,
I've made like the tiny bongs, and then the tiny Legos that you can
yeah.
still actually lock in and build. They actually work to build stuff with.
Is there like a number of little bumps, so or is there like just like one bump on the top, or is there like
It's got a couple.
a couple, like one
Yeah,
on
so
each
they'll
end?
interlock. Yeah,
But dude,
not too bad.
that's fucking cool. And
Yeah, it's not bad. Now we're gonna do Christmas ornaments on a 3D printer. That's the plan.
you're gonna do Christmas
So
ornaments with the 3D printer?
yeah, so we're gonna try that all out and try some different things and see what happens. But yeah,
Um,
dude, it's that time of year where we're cranking out and cranking out and cranking out like we just got done with. Oh, see if we can get it in there. Like the little staple gun.
oh shit, dude, you can do the career ender, the Steve-O career ender.
That or I can do the swerve match.
That too, man.
Drink some blood in between time.
Hey, we might as
Dude,
well, man.
so I know it's not the wrestling show we usually do, but what do you think of Punk being back?
Um, I think it'll be good. And you know, like you said, he's there just to collect the paycheck. Um, and
I think
it'll
that's what
bring,
everybody's in it for, dude. I don't think there's
yeah,
anything else there.
yeah. I mean, it'll bring more people in to watch. I don't know how long before it gets stale or they, but I don't know. I assume that because it seems like there's a lot of things right now that are already building up to Mania, like that have had some pretty good storylines go. Like, and everyone wants to talk about the fucking, I don't know. There's like at least 4 or 5 storylines going on that are going to probably have their Mania blow off right now that are pretty big.
Well, they're either talking about Punk and Rollins or Punk and Stone Cold.
Yeah, man. So I was watching a thing with on YouTube, like they go and they talk about the story of whatever match. And it's like an hour and a half thing, like YouTube video. They were talking about the Hogan and Rock one. Dude, Hogan and Stone Cold would have been a cool one too, I think, though, to see. Like, but
I never
so
thought it would be.
you don't think they would have worked
Because
well together?
the only reason anyone's ever going to match them up together is because they're the two biggest names in wrestling history.
Right.
Granted, The Rock's up there as like, almost a tied second place with Stone Cold. But I'm sorry, Stone Cold's way more popular than The Rock ever was back in the Attitude Era. I mean, you didn't see people wearing Rock shirts. You saw the Austin 316. And if not, you saw the X shirts after that.
Right. Or NWO.
So, yeah, and that's going towards Hogan again. And there's a lot of pairing of matches only just because of the popularity of wrestlers and how soon it's like putting Abyss and Mankind together. And just
Yeah.
because, they're both hardcore, got scars on them, they wear a mask, and that's the only reason why we're putting them together. But we've also seen matches where you've put Shawn and Mankind together, and it's phenomenal. They're two opposites. But yeah, it's like having Hogan and Stone Cold. I never thought it'd be a good match. I mean, Rock and Hogan. Some people say it's their favorite match of all time. It's all right. I like the fans cheering uh, on both sides of them, and that whole build up, but the match itself was fucking horrible. It's in my eyes. I mean, Hogan was there where he couldn't really take rock bottoms anymore, and his hips were gone. And yeah, like to me, I don't know. It never was that big of a match, and I don't know. I don't know. It's not my thing.
So I mean, but so you think Punk and Stone Cold would be? I don't really. I don't know if I'd feel
I
about
say
the
would
same
have
with that
been
as with Rock and Hogan. I feel like it's that kind of thing.
for this one. I think the promos would have been good back and forth. Only because on the Stone Cold versus Hogan one, Hogan's never been good at promos for me. It's always the same shtick, whether he's good or bad. You know what, brother? Like it's always that. And
Right.
Stone Cold can hold his own. But with Punk versus Austin, the promos would be good. And then on the other end, the match would have been good if we would have went for this about 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, even like what he did with Kevin Owens, with Stone Cold and Kevin Owens, dude. You don't need
Leave it
to
as a
do a
one
lot,
off.
man.
Yeah, and then leave it as a one off because if you do it again, that's all we're going to start knowing Stone Cold for is that he can't come out in his skivvies anymore. He's going to come out in his fucking jeans and t-shirt and do an impromptu match because everyone knows he's a broken old man and all that. I mean, I know doing better now, but it would be the same kind of match again.
I'd be okay with that, dude. I thought it was a great match.
No, it was
Uh,
definitely a good match.
I don't know. I don't
I
want
don't know.
Stone Cold in fucking trunks with his fucking 2 knee braces on, and I mean, yeah, it still kind of looked the same. He didn't wear trunks. I guess he was wearing shorts then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
ripped jean shorts.
And they sat there in the chairs and threw the chairs out the ring and started their impromptu match. So
Yeah.
even though it was like on the card as a match already. That's the one thing I don't like that bothers me about wrestling lately. You'll go to these events and they'll say what the main event is, but during the show they act like they put that main event together and it was never already on the card. And they're like, oh, like everyone knew KO and Austin was gonna have a match at Mania. But when they got to it, they didn't know. They acted like they weren't having a match at first. And they're sitting in the ring. So that crap bothers me sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. But so yeah, we're talking about that movie,
Oh
the
yeah,
tranny
Lady
movie,
Ballers,
the
dude.
Lady Baller movie.
Lady Ballers, dude. Like it had so much potential, and it just like, yeah. I was
It
fucking
sounds like
cheering for it.
Joanna Man, dude.
It is Joanna Man. It's the fucking same thing as Joanna Man.
Who was the guy in Joanna Man? Who
I
was the
don't
main
even
character?
know,
I forget his name.
man. Who the fuck was in Joanna Man?
I have a feeling like totally ruined his career after he did that movie. Whoever it was.
That was 2002.
Or was it an actual NBA player?
And who the fuck? Miguel A. Nunez Jr.
I have no fucking clue who that is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. What happened to him, man?
I
Oh
think he
shit.
did them. He's done, or is he dead?
Wait, no, that's gotta be a different one. There's some other Miguel Nunez who like killed someone, but that's not him.
No,
Um,
I mean, you look back in history, man. I mean, there's been a lot of movies like Tu Wong Fu, whatever that one with
right.
the Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and
John Leguizamo.
yes,
Yeah.
it's another one. Whatever. I mean, you go back in history. There's been a few, and it's funny because everyone will watch them, have a laugh at them. Now, if you come out with movies like that, people are more timid on one side to go watch them because it has an agenda to it.
Right.
And these movies, they didn't feel like they had an agenda back then. It was for all like a laugh. It's kind of like Birdcage. I mean, it's a movie
Right.
about homosexual guys that couldn't be totally out of the closet because they didn't want to embarrass what was it, their son or whatever.
Something
Um,
like that.
and it was maybe controversial for like a minute, I
Yeah.
think, and
It was
then
like it's
yeah,
funny.
there was nothing. It's how people present the whole damn thing. It really is. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
that the Lady Baller movie could have been a good laugh and everything, but we live in a day and age now where like this is a media topic and it split people kind of down the middle.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, maybe there was pushback on someone like just not letting it go, like not letting it like be able to tell that other joke or be able to, double down on something or I don't know. It seemed like it was held back, but I mean, it was yeah by people that should have had every right to just. But then still, it's like not an agenda thing though either. Just to fucking I don't know. You gotta make fun of it, dude. You gotta make fun of things. It's okay to make fun of things.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
the problem. The world has no more humor, no more. I mean, you do any comedy stuff. This, well, whether it's comedy, whether it's a news anchor, whether it's someone who's trying to talk about a topic, you always have to start out now saying like, now I'm not like this, but what I'm about to like, you have to explain yourself before you explain your topic. You know what I mean? Like
right.
it's on everything now that you watch before, and especially if you're a white person. Like you really have to explain yourself. Like, hey, I'm totally cool with everybody. I just want to put that out there. Like, I'm not a homophobe. I'm not a racist. Anything like that. Before you say anything about what you want to say, because you're too afraid that it's gonna get you canceled or call you a racist or a sexist or discriminating. It's
Right.
that
Before
right
you even
there. I
say
mean,
anything.
yeah. And then what
I,
sucks is if you're a person who has only so much time to present something, you're now using up a portion of your time to explain your stance on something when you're explaining someone else's stance half the time on something else.
right. And
It's
yeah,
silly, dude.
can't even fucking say what you want to say. Just say it, and it's like that. There's no, it should be implied there's no fucking ill will in it. Like it's not like you're trying to like fuck with something, but
it, it's your what do you want to call it? Your warning before you watch a movie. Like before you
trigger
watch
warning.
this. I guess like Disney does it a lot now. Like before you watch this movie, there's some cultural things in it that people might find humorous or something like that, or it can be offensive. There we go, culturally offensive.
Oh
They have
shit.
to explain these things in like Disney movies before they turn them on now. Like if you turn on Pocahontas, dude, it has a big old thing on it, like we represented Indians in the wrong way or something like this in this movie. It's like, how many movies are out there that represent a lot of things in the wrong way?
Right. A lot.
I mean,
Probably.
anything you've ever imagined.
Yeah. And so I mean, what's the point of putting a thing on it? Like what the fucking story is. Like it's fucking Pocahontas. We all know the Pocahontas story, dude. May probably. I mean, especially if you live anywhere in America, you know the Pocahontas story. But like, obviously, it's some fucked up shit. Like, you fucking go back to like during wars and shit and be like, well, this is actually not what we were thinking, but this is what was going. Like, dude, obviously, read a
Yeah,
goddamn
it's
book.
yeah, it's like when a country bombs another country, and we didn't know this was going to happen. We were just
Yeah,
sending the bombs over there. We didn't know it was going to fucking kill people. Yeah,
yeah, I believe it.
it's that yeah, it's a weird scenario right now that we're living in where you got to do that. It's like your verbal warning label on yourself, like before you speak on anything,
Right. And
and it can be anything. People get pissed about the dumbest shit. I mean, I look at America right now, man, where there's a war going on and a couple wars going on in different countries, and you would act like the people that live here are part of those wars over there. It's like you came here to get away from it. Don't give it attention because the more attention you give it, the more it happens. I'm not saying totally deny wars that are going on or anything, but come at it with a different fucking view and an angle on it. And I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore watching the damn media. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, I don't either, man. And I mean, we're not over there. We're here, like doing our podcast, saying whatever the fuck we want. For
I was just
now, with
Yeah, for now, I was just talking to my kids. I mean, I feel like we're closer to the end than we ever have been. And the comment from them was like, "Do you think the world's gonna end?" I'm like, "The world's not gonna end." I'm like, "Humanity will." Because we're fucking stupid. And when we're having to put little intros to just talking to each other in our lives, that's how I know we've become fucking stupid.
yeah, and I mean, even like on posts and on social media and shit, like people
You
got to
can't
work
make a joke or post anything anymore.
right, and if you do, you have to still write, like a little thing at the beginning too, like some sort of disclaimer, trigger warning, fucking, and then some letter that represents some trigger of
Yeah,
some sort.
it's I don't know how to explain, man. It's a slope that's just going to keep going up in a way that we don't want it to go if we keep complying with all this stuff, man. Like, I shouldn't have to explain myself for everything I say. I
Oh,
shouldn't.
and
Like, it's so silly. Or introduce myself as a fucking character. Like, when I talk to you, I'm talking to a dude on a podcast with a headset. Um, I'm tired. Like, it sounds stupid. Like, I go to a grocery store now and I go to talk to somebody, and it's literally in my head. I never used to be like this. I'm like, great. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? Like that. Or I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? And then and I'll be talking to a guy. It's not like I'm gonna say it to a girl. Like I do call some females dude or whatever, but it just
right,
depends on the situation. I'm not gonna call an old lady like dude. I'll say ma'am or sir to an older guy. And but every time I do any of that, now I'm sitting there in my own mind going, I just say the right thing. Is this person gonna like wig out on me now? Like they're gonna be like, "Excuse me, I'm not a him or I'm not a ma'am." I'm like, I've seen it so many times.
Right. And it's fucking weird that we have to worry about
Even
something
think
like
of that.
that.
Yes.
To think about that, like, dude, we're not trying to be a fucking dick. Like, just like trying to like be, hey, yo, like saying
I
hello to
never.
someone. Like, who the fuck? Don't take it personal, fucking dick.
Yeah. And the truth of it is, I never used to sit there and think that of the person or spend the time doing that in my own brain, but now I do because half the world's sensitive to that kind of stuff. Like you call a
Yeah.
woman a she or call a guy a he, the next thing you know, I don't go by that. I go by unicorn. Oh,
Right.
shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it's rough, man.
Yeah. Yeah. How was I supposed to know? Like, oh, fuck me, right, man? Like, okay, I'm just supposed to guess that you're a fucking unicorn. Okay, cool. So you like call yourself a unicorn. That's fine, but like, don't get mad at me because I didn't know beforehand
And that
that.
is a
Oh,
problem. It's the first. It's a snap at the first fucking part of it. It's not even like, hey, just to let you know, I don't go by him. I go by her. I know you saw it because the way I look and everything, but I'm trying, like
yeah,
trying to say something like more, but they'll snap just like that, especially the males who are dressing as females.
yeah, more
Because I'm not gonna
definitely.
sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and pick on women becoming males because I don't see a whole lot of that. But when I do see these videos, they're so fucking dramatic,
And
and I'm
they're
like,
usually
no,
cooler.
yeah,
I don't
yeah. I
want to
think
make
more.
generalizations, but
Well, that's because they don't have like. I'll sit there and say half these fucking guys that are dressing as women have the agenda on a perverted level, not because that's how they feel. If you feel that way, more power to you there, brother, sister, whatever the hell you want to be called. Go
yeah,
do your thing. Have a happy day. But when you're doing, because you want to go into a goddamn bathroom to, like, you know, be a pervert to things, that's a fucking problem. And
yeah,
it's disgusting. And I
yeah.
just saw one, there was a guy who was filming some dude coming out of a female restroom at a McDonald's. He had like Daisy Dukes on, this handbag, this little crop top. The hair might have been a blonde wig or he might have had long hair, but the rest of him
Yeah,
was just hideous. And it was
looked like
just,
a guy.
and talk like a guy when it started rebuttaling back, like, you can't tell me what bathroom to go. And I'm like, you're not even trying to say, like, hey, you can't tell. Like, I'm not trying to mock
Right.
anyone, but I
You're
would
trying
expect
to
you to have
get
like
the
maybe a
voice.
feminine voice if you're trying to be a woman.
Right.
I'm just going out on a limb there.
Yeah. And I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think there's for sure some people who are, and then people who are like doing it as a phase. Someone said, dude, what was the term? I think they said uh, doing woman face, like black face. But it's like shit.
Oh, we'll get into Sun in a minute. I think you know where we're gonna go with this one. Hopefully, it's the topic of this week with a kid. Did you not see on the news? And oh, sorry, folks. So this is how I always conversate with Rusty here. We will just start off anything, bounce things off anywhere, and have a conversation, and it will be hard to end, and we will be all over the place probably as we talk. That's how I roll
Yeah,
with this guy. So, but
that's
no,
this podcast.
it was a kid, and he was at a college game, and he had half black face,
Oh,
half red face. Did you see
right.
that?
Yeah, it
And
was.
someone called the kid out about blackface, and I'm not trying to give anyone ideas, but why are you calling him out about red face too? I mean, that's Native
Right.
American, and to me, I mean, and I'm a black person. If that's how you're taking it,
Yeah,
I know what it
he was.
was for the team mascot and the colors and everything.
Yeah, yeah. He was wearing like a headdress and shit too, right?
Yeah, he had an Indian headdress on as well,
Yeah.
or Native
And
American headdress.
he's a fan, dude. Like a lot of people wear fucking they I know for some reason the fucking half even this fucking thing the half fucking thing is big like the half painted face is a
Yeah.
big thing in sports.
And the
If
thing
one
is, I
like
haven't
always have
caught
to be
up with
black.
it. But this kid now has to be in interviews with his father explaining things, man. I don't feel like the kid needs to explain himself.
Right. Dude,
And
he's
here's the deal.
stoked.
So what if he painted himself up as a black guy? Maybe he wants to be a fucking rapper and the guy's fucking black and he painted himself fucking black. It's because he wanted to be that fucking guy, not because he's fucking mocking him. And there's that
Yeah.
shit too where, besides Justin Trudeau up in Canada, who's a fucking moron, there's
Sure.
other people that have done, I guess, quote unquote blackface, right? But they're doing it because they were representing a character. And I've seen plenty of black people, Latino people, Asian people especially, do whiteface, man. I mean, fucking come on.
Yeah.
And guess what I'm gonna do when I see you do it? Laugh my fucking ass off because it's comedy and funny. Now, if you
Unless it's
come
not
up at me
funny.
and be like, "Look, I'm fat white guy Garris with a fucking beard," ha ha ha. Now we got a fucking problem, all right? It's the same as someone doing blackface and going up and go, "Oh, look, we have an N word right here," ha 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 ha. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's not intention.
Yeah.
So we need to look at what the motive is of the person doing it. Is it for a positive thing? Because if it is, and you scold the person for it, what the fuck, man? Right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it's all ha ha funny funny to me. I mean, I know some people are offended by shit easily like that, but once again, it's the fucking sensitive world we live in. And maybe the kid should have done a little intro for himself, like, look, I'm painting my face red and black, but I'm not doing black. Like, once again, we got to do an intro.
You got to wear a fucking. You got to make all these fucking shirts. That's what we should be doing. We should have a fucking shirt business that just says like go with a marker and like my call me fucking blank or here is my thing saying that I might say some shit that offends you. It is not my intention to offend you.
Yeah, today I feel like a unicorn, and you just got to fill in unicorn. Wash the shirt. Today I feel like a camel. Like,
Great. Okay, today
and
you're a
then when I
camel. I
see
can.
that shirt, and yeah, and when you walk over to me, you filled in the blanks on your shirt, and you go, you feel, I'm like, camel, what's up? And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, he recognizes me as a fucking camel. Just
You
because you
know,
got a
I
shirt that says I'm a fucking camel.
yeah, I would too, man. I'd be pretty stoked. Like, I don't know, is it bad like to wear something like that says I'm a camel or to go walk around like, dude, if I had a shirt that said I'm a and then I wouldn't be a camel today, I'm like, dude, I'm representing that shit. I am who I am. Like, if you're be happy who you are. Be happy you're a fucking camel and be like, I'm a camel. I'll be like, yo, what's up, camel?
And if you don't wear the shirt and you feel like a camel, try to like put two humps on your back. So I know what you're kind of trying to do, because now you're trying to be a camel because that's how you feel. Not
Right.
because you're trying to go into some camel's bathroom and look at the other camel humps. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You don't need to be fucking checking out those
Or like a unicorn. Put a fucking horn on your head. If you put a horn on
yeah,
your head, you came by me and be like, unicorn? And they're like,
yeah,
yeah. Like, I'm like, the horn got me right there. Like,
yeah,
dude, like, try, motherfuckers, try.
yeah. What's wrong with that? What is dude, I don't know. If I was something like that, I'd be fucking
This is
I would
about to be offensive. But when a person comes up to me with no fucking limbs and go, I'm a quadriplegic, I know you are because you don't have any fucking arms and legs. That's what you're representing. Like, I mean,
right.
you're not coming up and be like, I'm a fucking fully limbed out person. No, you're not.
No,
You ain't got shit, you know?
no.
It's the problem is you're in your mind, you think you are, but let's get realistic on the outside of what everybody sees. I mean, it's just like, I'm a big
Right.
fucking asshole. I'm not dressed as a butthole, but once I talk, I'm a fucking asshole.
Likewise.
So
And
it's if you're gonna dress as a woman, try to talk like one, I guess. Like
what
represent.
is
Don't be
what
like,
is a
"Hi,
woman?
my name's Tony." It's like, whoa,
Yeah,
you're wearing a dress today, Tony.
yeah.
I was gonna say, hey, what's up, lady? Like try to be respectful. But yeah, I know
Yeah.
someone's gonna fucking put daggers in this and try to find me, but whatever.
Hey, me too,
But
man. But I
it's the
mean,
truth.
yeah, and it's you can't expect someone to not like to know what what you think you are on the inside. No matter what you are, dude. Like nobody know, and that's the thing. Like you fucking tell someone you are afterwards, but you don't be it like no one's gonna read your mind. Mind reading is not that big of a population in the world of people who can read minds. Like it's
It's. I mean, let's go back to when we were kids, man. And or if you've been around a kid that's trying to be a superhero like Batman, and he comes
sure.
running in like with a cape on, and he's got a little cowl, and he's like, "I'm Batman," and you're like, "Hey, Jonathan, what are you doing?" "My name's not Jonathan. I'm Batman." He's doing the voice. He's got the
Yeah,
fucking cape and cowl on, dude. Kids figure this shit out, but it's
yeah,
like along the way you get there and you peel back everything and you realize you don't want to be a kid. You don't want to be a superhero. What you want to be is a mental patient somewhere with your mental health issue. Because, like I said, man, I don't have a problem with most of it, but once you do the whole getting into the women's bathroom thing bothers me a lot. Yeah, I know a
well,
lot of people are pissed off with the team thing, the sports teams and the women. If you go after that, the only problem is that there are sports that women and men can actually play together. And if you're gonna get rid of men and women's sports, then that's gonna get rid of that stuff too. Like softball, we can all play softball. You know,
yeah,
there's that's my grandkid in the back saying hi to everybody. But yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal until everybody made it a big deal, and then you had all the bandwagon jumpers, Karens and Chads jumping on the back to defend them. And you got that where they have no business in any of it.
right.
You're not switching your body parts out or anything like that. But I got a cousin that does, dude. I guarantee you, everyone's got a cousin that's gay. I guarantee you, everybody that does.
Yeah,
And so what? I don't care. I'm not calling him like,
yeah,
hey man, I'm going in the parade today to represent you. You want to know why? Because he's not walking into a toy store to represent me. I'll be like, I'm buying an action figure today. No, it's the world we live in. All we need to
yeah,
worry about in this world is if you see someone burning in a car wreck, go and save them no matter who they are. And I have a feeling that we've come across some things like that where people know each other who are in like traumatic situations and they'll leave them because they know who they are. And that's wrong. It's
yeah,
just fucking horrible.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of I don't know people that just don't want to fucking be normal. I guess like
That's the other problem is owning up to their bullshit too. You know, when you call somebody out, especially in the media and celebrity world, when you call them out on their bullshit, they're fucking delusional. Like it's never happened.
right.
You know,
It's
Juicy
yeah,
Smollett. I mean, that's the
yeah.
one right there for you.
Yeah, he's like the fucking heel who never fucking got got pinned or something, or the commentaries like or the
Michael
referee
Cole undefeated at WrestleMania.
Michael Cole undefeated at WrestleMania, or being like, oh man, I didn't being the commentator and be like, oh, I didn't see the ref. I didn't the ref no, I didn't see what they just did behind the back or whatever, that kind of
Yeah,
thing. That
yeah,
stuff like
it is crazy. There was another incident recently too. The black gentleman and somewhere on the East Coast. He had been the victim of racist spray paint stuff on his door and shots being fired.
Was
Well, then,
NWO.
then I guess the people burnt his house down. Was one
Oh
of his
shit.
family members and two people inside. Come to find
Oh
out, he did it, and he did the spray painting with the racist stuff, and he did all the shootings and stuff like that. He was just another Juicy Smollett.
just setting it up, hoping
Yeah,
that fuck.
I mean, and you know what? It's not just people like that doing it. You also have, you know, in the men's world, especially the white guys' world now, it's a lot of money embezzling and lying and fucking working with other countries and all that shit now. I'm like, that's why you can't trust a white guy. You don't know who he's working for. That's why you shouldn't trust a white man, not because you think he's racist. He's working with some race somewhere, whether that's
Yeah,
China or fucking Saudi Arabia. But yeah, I want to have hope, but I lose hope every day. And when I talk to my kids about the world, dude,
How's that work?
they so I would say a couple of years ago, talking to my kids was a little bit more difficult because the agenda the schools were feeding into them, and they had a strong agenda going at one point.
I
And I
totally
just,
bet.
with everything, I always say, step back, watch what goes on, and give things time. And over the last couple of years, my kids have seen like the craziness in price raising and for inflation, especially my oldest. The agenda of the schools, where I mean, I don't know if you know this right now, but Oregon, you don't have to have really any credits to graduate high school. You just have to attend.
Yeah, you don't need to be proficient in reading, writing, or math to be
No,
able to
so
move up a grade. So
I
it'll
mean,
keep
I'll
the
just say and be
graduation
honest
rates high.
here is that I had my oldest be short of some credits for graduation. She had a baby and all that stuff. But the high school over just powered that and just gave her the diploma and said, "You're good."
No shit.
Yeah, we got it in the mail. My wife opened it one day and she goes, "What the hell is this?" And she shows me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And we thought they had made a mistake. Like they just sent her the diploma. We had some issues with them, so we thought, "Hey, we've been such a headache. They're just giving her a diploma and say, hey, get the fuck out of here." That's really what we boil it down to, and then start finding out that you don't need anything, and how it's based off of is just fucking utterly fucking idiotic. It's racist in itself.
Right. Yeah,
And
they
the
to
reason
get
they do this is because they don't think black kids can get the same scores and grades and amount of credits in 4 years as a white kid out here. And so they load it down to a lower level. And so it just makes it really easy for white kids or any kids out here to fucking graduate and not do shit.
yeah.
It's
eh,
it's nonsense, man.
Yeah. And well, I mean, you get a lot more funding if you have a higher graduation rate at your school. Um, I think.
Oh, then I guess that's Tiger's just rolling in the fucking money here.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that's a big thing. Like if you don't have a fucking high graduation rate, I assume you lose funding. Um,
Well, that's why inner city schools just fucking always die for money because the rates of kids going from elementary to middle school and dropping out in between then, it's actually pretty high. And believe it or not, it's pretty high in the Asian community because they have their kids start working at a very early age, and so they're like, hey, you got your 1, 2, 3s and your ABCs, you're good to go.
yeah,
And in some Asian cultures, they don't want their kids getting more education because the father and the family doesn't want their children to be smarter than them. It's fucking crazy, but
man,
you
that's
know,
fucking weird. That'd be wild not to like, yeah, to do that, to like be like, no, I don't want my kid to be smarter than me. Like, well,
yeah,
that's not good. I'd hope my kid to be smarter than me. I
that's
don't
how it
know.
should go. The the,
It
the
should.
evolution.
Yeah, you think it would go that way, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Speaking of evolution,
Ooh,
UFOs.
ooh, okay.
So there's this new topic that's come up where there's been so the how do I explain this so it makes sense? So the time we're living in right now, if you go back to the beginning of our time, there were two types of human species, right? Not saying male or female, but there's like two types of female, two types of males here.
Yeah.
And we went off in totally different directions. And one of us created a dimension, and that's what we're living in. And now they're living in a different dimension. It's a really
So
weird way of thinking. Who George Knapp, I think, talked about this just recently in an article. But yeah, or no, maybe it was Graham Hancock, something like that. Where like we started out as two human species, but one went one way, one went another, and one's more advanced in technology than the other, and one can look in on the other, if that
so
makes
then
sense.
is that us?
It's either us or them,
Well, okay, yeah.
but I don't think it's us because we don't look in on any other species besides
Well,
the animals at the zoo.
maybe someone can and we can't. Maybe
Yeah,
part
what
of
is
us.
that? Lockheed,
Oh, I don't know.
Lockheed
Someone,
Martin.
dude. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. There's like, I don't know. I was talking to a guy a couple days ago about UFOs and stuff, but I don't know.
I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in UFOs?
No, man, it's I. There's the government's held so many secrets from us as far as like things they've made, man. I think they have something they made that's just fucking super fucking crazy that they don't want to let out because if you do, then the other countries know about it. If you were gonna have aliens or anything like that, they would have been here by now. We would all known by now. Everyone's got a big fucking mouth, so I don't think. My thing is, we're the beginning of everything. So like, we'll make aliens, we'll clone things, and aliens will somehow come out of it like a human that just fucking transform or mutates into something else that we've fucking didn't mean to make.
Well, I mean, which probably have already made. I mean, like, yeah, whatever, the Dolly was, almost 30 years ago. Dolly the sheep, man. Uh, and that was like what they released. Like, okay, we're cloning sheep. Like, there's no way they weren't already cloning people then,
Yeah,
or about to clone people. And in 30 years, you would think they would have cloned at least one person. And my guess that would be higher than one person, or some sort of four
well, they
ass
have
monkey, like a
well the
second.
Chimeras.
What's that?
It's half monkey, half human.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's those.
I guess they've done those in China somewhere.
Yeah,
And
dude,
that's
for
another
sure.
thing, like, dude, China has all these different laws and different regulations and stuff there, dude, and they can steal anything from anybody around the world. It's like you wonder, what do they have?
Right. Well, like, yeah, like they can go. There was on the show Silicon Valley, there's a guy who was Chinese on there, and he goes and like basically took all the big, whatever websites and companies around the world, just like, oh, this is now, Chinese fucking Amazon, or I mean that's Alibaba, but whatever. Chinese, this is Chinese Apple, Chinese fucking, you know, Domino's Pizza or whatever. I mean, they can do whatever they want, man. They
Well, they
there's
got the big marijuana farms here that are being looked into now.
where
I'm not too sure. I'm sure they're in the Midwest, but
that
they're,
the Chinese are growing.
yeah, the Chinese have marijuana farms, large ones, and they're growing them. And I guess now the U.S. is looking into it.
What are they? Are they selling it like
I
here
think
in
they're
the country?
growing too much, like when they have a limit of what they can grow, so it's regulated, and I
Okay.
think they're just going overboard. So, but I mean, dude, like what is it? 60% of like pork or whatever now comes from China that's sold in the U.S.
Yeah, because all the fucking farmland got bought up here, so they can
Yeah, who's
put up all
the
kinds
just
of
like the
gross shit.
Smith and something?
Bill Gates, man.
Yeah, he's buying all the agriculture stuff so he can
Yeah,
take over all the farming industry and try to control what you eat.
right. It's real easy to control people when you control what they eat.
And then they had this thing by 2030 we're supposed to own nothing.
Yeah, fucking yeah. But
Everything's subscription.
I mean, I assume that's when we're going to be in the Matrix.
I don't know. It's
When
dude,
once our bodies are, we don't need our bodies in
movies I've
2030.
never seen. By the way, I've never seen The Matrix.
You never saw the Matrix?
No, I've never seen them.
I watched it like 2 years ago for the first time. Yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah.
Even if it's the last thing on earth to watch, I'd probably still be like, yeah, no.
What about Demolition Man,
Love that movie.
dude? So at my grocery store, when you leave the store, there's a little sign on the door and it says "Be well." Like in the movie, like when they "Be well, John Spartan."
I have the
Yeah,
three
this
seashells.
shit. Yeah, dude, that movie is. I'd say is the one. I was talking with a friend about this a few days ago. Is one of the movies that's like the most accurate of what's happening right now, besides maybe Idiocracy. But
I still need to watch that shit. I need
you
to watch it
should.
at some point.
But Demolition Man, dude, like Demolition Man, there's so much of that that's just so spot on to everything that's happening right now. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I have to check it out now.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
man.
a weird one to
I
go
think there's
back at.
Demolition Man too.
No,
I think they are. Let me check. The last time I checked, they were.
that would be fucking weird.
They're starting to try to work on Gremlins 3 now too.
Oh, they did Gremlins too. Oh, they did Gremlins 2 a long time ago. New batch.
Yeah, now they're trying to do number 3.
Man, that's a bad idea. Kids don't need that. Kids don't need fucking new Gremlins. The old
Yeah,
ones.
dude, Demolition Man 2 is in the works.
Wow, that's fucking dumb. I think it's just called society. It's called turn on the fucking TV, man. Turn
Yeah, but
on
who
the
knows? It's like when they were supposed to make the sequel to Goonies, or they said they were going to for the last 20 years.
Yeah, they've
It
been
never
saying that one
happened.
for a long time.
Well, the director's dead now, Richard Donner.
Oh yeah, yeah, fucking dick.
Yep, and he also made Lethal Weapons as well. But Beverly
Ah,
Hills Cop's being filmed right now.
yeah, dude, I'm cool with that one. I think it could be cool to see a new Axel Foley, but
Axel Foley?
yeah, dude, didn't they just fucking make a Lethal Weapon movie, like or a TV? They made a TV show.
TV show. I won't watch it.
I wouldn't watch it either, dude. Uh, I don't know, man. And
Because you can't beat Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, man. Like
no,
as a team, it's hard to do.
dude, the It's Always Sunny stuff was fucking good with that. Did you watch that show?
But
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've watched a few shows.
Okay, well, they had a thing where they made like they made like Lethal Weapon 5. They made like their own Lethal Weapon movie, and dude, it's so fucking good. Um, like it's like one episode length. But yeah, they did a good job on that one. Um, but I think they pulled the first one because blackface and stuff in it. Um,
Gotcha.
there's definite blackface in that one, but uh, it's hilarious, and it sucks that that's something that's not easily available to watch because you have to explain to somebody like this is this is a TV show. These are people that are making fun of a fucking 30, 40-year-old movie, man. I guess probably almost 40 now.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
35, probably like 80, probably came out like 87 or something, the first one.
The first one came out.
I'd say 1987, maybe 1988.
Let's say 89. That's what we got here. 87.
87, okay. Lethal Weapon. So, I mean, right now, yeah, that was, what, 36 years ago.
Damn, this is
Like,
long.
yeah. And so, that makes sense. Like, yeah, dude, like, I don't know, like, why they'd even try to bring it back, man.
They try to do that with everything because they can't think of their own shit.
You got fucking Chat GPT. They can think of all kinds of shit.
And yeah, fuck AI.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, no.
it's too much. It's more and more shit every day, dude. Like, dude, even tunes, man, making tunes, dude. Like, just that fast, dude. Get like, 5-minute songs. Get like 15 of them made in like a minute and a half.
You could
Like,
do that
yeah, no, I can do that right now.
on the Chat GPT.
No, let me see if I can pull this shit up, dude. It's kind of crazy. Man, dude, it's been fucking weird. Okay, let me get signed up in here. Oh shit.
I will probably have to bounce in the next 5 or 10 minutes to go and hunt down a truck.
To hunt down a truck.
Yes.
Okay.
Over a half hour late.
Hold on 1 second here. Let me get this thing going.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, no, I don't know what'll happen. I mean, with a mixture of AI, people just getting offended by everything, and I think it's a bad way to introduce AI to the world, with people having bad fucking emotions towards everything there is.
Yeah. Okay, here. Check this out. Okay. Uh Look at this. Okay, let's make a 3-minute song. So give me a mixture or some sort of thing here, one of these kind of things, like a
Do
genre.
rock, hip hop, and do Latin music. See what it does. That'll
Okay.
really fuck it up.
And then what kind of mood?
Too angry. See what comes up.
Angry.
Fifth one over.
Okay. And then anything else? And then any of these, like, make it sound like one of these things
Do it about cooking.
about cooking. Where's cooking? Right there. Okay. And then any instruments you want on this?
Yeah, the electric guitar.
With the electric guitar, take any off or add anything?
No, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
That's a lot of instruments.
That's pretty cool.
That's like some reggae shit, dude.
Yeah, right?
That's
Yeah,
weird.
just fucking whatever, man. Yeah. That sounds pretty fucking cool. Yeah, so that's how easy it is to make music now. And like I can take that and download it and fucking put it right up on my fucking on YouTube, man. Or put it up on Spotify and become a new fucking artist and I own these fucking tracks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then you can put it on YouTube videos.
Yeah, I put on YouTube videos. I put on anything, dude. And those, like, I pay $20 a month, and I can do 50 songs a day, and I own
Oh
the rights
shit.
to all of those. And so I can
That's
just
weird. And
fucking,
they don't duplicate? That's weird.
dude, yeah, it's fucking pretty sweet. I made a whole bunch of, yeah, like, you know, like a bunch of lo-fi hip hop stuff.
You should just
And
put them up on YouTube and sell them for like fucking 50 cents a pop.
why not,
People can use
dude?
them on their videos, dude. Because there's a
Yeah,
lot of generic shit that people use that I hear. Like I'll watch one guy who does like paranormal stuff, and then I'll watch another guy who does gaming stuff, and they'll use the same damn fucking songs off of YouTube because that's all they can use.
yeah, and you hear the same song over and over, and you're like, what the fuck is this? What is
Yeah,
it?
it's just a horrible fucking feeling after you watch one.
Yeah, like here, let me show you this. So yeah, like I got videos. I have a playlist. Okay. So I got like one buddy who will throw stuff, but I can just like get all these fucking bunch of fucking tunes, dude, on here. No fucking worries.
Customers, the store will be closing in 15 minutes. The store will be closing in 15
This one isn't mine. This is actually one, fuck, that I fucking got.
This is from the same software or whatever app.
This is from the same one, but those are ones I could take, but where are ones that I fucking did? I don't even know, man. Like, that one's mine. So like, yeah. This is like, yeah, my track. Fucking, I just did it on there. Like, what's up? What's up? Fucking weird.
Elevator music.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, that's the shit you can do now, for fucking whatever, because it's there. Because AI, man, and because I like making music too, but I can do that and be lazy.
Yeah, that makes me wonder how music's gonna be 10 years from now.
Oh, dude. Wow. I
It'll
mean,
be a
yeah,
fucking lazy ass music, and the person singing it's not even real.
yeah. I mean, same with the fucking movies or videos or podcasts. I could do this whole podcast without never doing anything.
Yeah, I was wondering how the Hollywood world's gonna be if they start filling in like CGI constantly, just voiceovers.
It's a lot cheaper.
You know, you don't have to worry about dressing up your fucking. Excuse me, your what do you want to call it? Your actors. I'm
Yeah.
dealing with all their drama.
You just
They'll be like
fucking
be
get them, or
Shrek voiceovers.
you get the fucking rights to them or something, and just fucking use them for whenever, for
Yeah,
whenever until whenever. You
yeah, I
know?
do. It's I don't know. It'll be interesting to see 1 year from now how the world is. See if
Well, have you
everything
seen how
dies
much
down.
ChatGPT has done the last year? Like from what, or
Oh
like
yeah,
some of those things, like from what they were a year ago. Now
doing
that's
your
been a year.
homework to making you platinum albums.
Why
So,
the fuck not, man?
because it
Why the
teaches you
fuck
to be
not?
brain dead, and it's easier to control brain dead people.
There's the answer right there, man. That's
Because
why
kids are
that's what I
going
want
through
to do.
school and they catch this kind of stuff, and it gives them the idea of like, I don't need to make a career for myself. I can just do YouTube stuff and have these apps do it for me. And
Yep.
why they've learned that, then the next thing they learn is to listen to the man and do everything they're told. So, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's a fucking scary place we're living in. When just a few years ago, we were living in the best time ever. No wars, low gas prices, low food prices,
It
fucking
was
not
all
so
right,
much hate
dude.
crime.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, living here in Portland, dude, we'll see what happens. Because 1 year from now, it'll be the election time,
Oh yeah.
or I like to call it purge.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
there'll
what's
be
gonna
some
happen.
shit that's gonna happen soon. Something's gonna happen
Hmm.
to start getting things ready for it, you know?
Hill Dog and her gang members,
Yeah,
the Clintons.
yeah. Foundation, man. They should
But
have their own fucking entrance music and shit. Come out as the foundation. We are the
they,
foundation of domination.
yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
man.
those suicides are weird.
Yeah, they're pretty weird.
Why am I
Yeah,
yawning so much? But no, yeah, the suicides where you're running out into the woods and you hang yourself and shoot yourself in the back twice. That's a
yeah.
weird suicide job.
That happens all the time, man. It's pretty natural. Natural causes.
Yeah, like watching the Nuggets win the championship. And then there's a mass shooting in Colorado, but they're like, don't say anything because it'll ruin the championship celebrations. Exactly. You never knew about that, did you?
No.
There's a mass shooting in Colorado the same time as the Nuggets won the championship. Killed 10
No
people. Yeah. Yeah, dude. And you didn't hear about it on the news because they didn't want it to go out on the news because it would ruin the whole celebration of Nuggets winning a championship and all that.
Jesus.
So, yeah, they fucking buried it like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Go,
But yeah, fucking damn Nuggets.
Yeah. Blaze
I used to like it when they had Carmelo Anthony.
Dude, yeah, and what was that fucking guy
Birdman?
with all the Birdman with all the tattoos and shit?
Chauncey Billups.
No, not Chauncey Billups. He was a white guy.
No, yeah. That's Birdman.
Okay, Birdman.
I forgot what his name was. It was like Chris something, I think. He had a lot of drug problems.
I think so. I liked watching him play though.
He was good. He was like a white Dennis Rodman.
Yep, that's totally what I was gonna say. Which
and
was a great person to watch. He was fucking awesome.
Chris Anderson.
Yep.
And he, I guess he's still playing. No, maybe he's not playing.
Gotta be pretty old if he's playing.
He's 45, so that's why I said he's probably not playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had serious drug issues: LSD, opiates, heroin, codeine, morphine, PCP.
PCP.
Yeah, that's what he used. Cocaine. Yeah, he took a drug test and popped for methamphetamines, cocaine, LSD, opiates, heroin, codeine, morphine, and PCP are the opiates that he popped for.
Whoa, that's a hell of a party.
Yeah, apparently.
Jeez.
Well, shit, man, I better get out of here. I gotta
get
some more stages done and a lot of fun stuff, and go track down where the hell this FedEx guy is at.
Yeah, motherfucking
freaking
FedEx.
me out.
Yeah.
Do some dusting and some organizing at the same damn time.
Cool, man.
But
yeah, dude, thanks for being.
Yeah, maybe
I'll
hit you up in a little bit. We can do some GTA or something.
Yeah, I'll be up for probably at least 2-3 hours or so.
Cool. I'm up for the next 13.
Oh, okay, so probably a little longer than me.
Yeah, I go until 4 in the morning.
Okay, I go to like 7, maybe 8. I might stay up till 8 tonight. So
yeah, I'll see where I'm at because I also want to check out that little $5.99 thing that you can buy on there that gives you some shit.
Oh, okay.
Check that out. So yeah, I'll hit you up in a bit. I'm gonna go get something to eat and figure out what's going on and all that fun stuff and deal with some bullshit. Yeah, it's always fun,
man. Well, yeah.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for being on. We'll do.
Congrats for your 500 show, by the way.
Thanks, man. I fucking weird. 10 years,
that's
man.
That went pretty quick though. 500.
Yeah, dude. I was at like 380 or something last November. I did a bunch. And then this was this show. Just this show, not the others. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go do less podcasts.
Well, we'll do this like a Rogan and what's this say kind of a deal. So I'll probably see you on 666 then.
Yeah.
You know who you should invite on the show for the 666 is Derek Trexel.
That'd be a good idea. Probably be there fairly soonish. I mean, there would be nobody else really that'd be better than having the devil himself on. And I don't think he's been on.
Did you see the thing where he had his mom at the show?
Where he had his what?
I guess he had his mom finally come to a show.
No.
And he stole this pink grocery bag from her that she brought to the show. They were using weapons. And he puts his hand down in there and pulls out whatever she had in the bag, which was a giant fucking dildo. And he looks over at his mom and it's like, Mom! Like that. And she's just laughing. But yeah, it was pretty good. And then he beat the crap out of the person and ran with the dildo.
It's like the old fans bring the weapons match, but with someone's mom. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That one?
Yes.
There was that giant dildo.
Been to a couple of those. There's there's the Guitar Hero thing that they didn't take the batteries out of.
No, man.
You remember that one?
Yeah,
someone took it over the head and the batteries went flying. They were like, "Shit, we forgot to take the batteries out."
Yeah.
So Always a good time.
Yeah, dude.
All right, man.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
you know where I'm at. Always here in this cave somewhere. So
yeah. I'll be around here, man. So yeah, holla at
cool,
me,
man.
brother. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you
Yeah,
soon,
man.
brother.
Sounds
Later, man.
good. Later. Fucking giving me the Al Borland salute to sign off there. Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, you guys, fucking thank you for 500. 500! Go back to La Bamba. Podcast. Oh, man, I bet La Bamba, I'd probably still have to get the rights too. It's probably not old enough. So, yeah, you guys, thanks everyone for being here on the Rusty Diamond Podcast Network, episode 500. Motherfucker. You guys aren't motherfuckers. You're not a motherfucker. You're not a motherfucker. Maybe you are. I don't know. Thank you for listening. And that is the show. Man. Boom.
It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker. It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.